Hello racing fans, and a warm welcome to It's a Breeze with myself, Deez, and I trust that you, the valued racing fan, as well, are having a fair week as always, wherever you've been playing around the globe, and looking forward to what is a bumper Saturday at Hollywoodbets Scottsville, Imsinduzi, Pietermaritzburg, the capital. That is their feature race day for the season. It's a jackpot of sprint features, and what the operator has done for those sprint features is put on R1 million sweetener for jackpot 1, which will be race number 5, and the estimated pool there is R3 million. Well, as you've come to know on this show, all the homework is done, and all that's left is for you to get on the tote. Well, let's get straight into it, and we'll begin with our first segment, which is going to be It's Exotic, and well, that's it. It's exotic. We are going to be doing a jackpot, which is jackpot 1, and as I mentioned, R1 million. You need to get on by 2 p.m. sharp. The estimated pool here is R3 million, and I'm looking at the quality of these Group 1 fields, and I think that R1 million plus the carryover of R3 million, well, it could be an underestimate. So I think it's going to be R3 million plus, and again, you need to get on by 2 p.m. So I'll be playing leg 1, which is the Allen Robertson Championship. It's a Group 1 over 1,200 meters for the fillies, a quality field, the best of the best when it comes to these 2-year-olds. There are some omissions from the race, but nevertheless, it's a quality field. And in leg 1 of that jackpot, we are going with number 1, Quid Pro Quo, number 3, Gimme's Countess, number 5, Saucer Supreme, horse number 6, Just Reckless, and horse number 8, Symphony in White. The horse that does come into the race with a big reputation after winning first time out, where there was lots of talk and betting support, is number 3, Gimme's Countess. But I think that she will now be tested against some quality fillies in the race. So numbers 1, 3, 5, 6, and 8 in leg number 1. Then leg number 2 is the Gold Medallion. It's a Group 1 for the colts and geldings, the juveniles, 1,200 meters the distance. And what I've done here is I've played it a bit wide. Number 2, Pistol Pete, gets my vote. Then on to number 5, Kemerick, Van Vieren and Larina. I'm also including number 9, One More from the visiting stable of Lucky Hudalakis. Number 11, Proceed, Sean Terry and Richard Foree. And numbers 13 and 14, Winds of Change with Muzieni up, and 14, Cosmic Speed with Grant van Niekerk. So we are including 6 runners there. So 5 runners in leg 1, 6 runners in leg 2. What are we doing in leg number 3? Well, leg number 3 is the South African Filly Sprint. It's a Group 1 brought to you by The Witness. It's over 1,200 meters. And I think trainer Candice Bass-Robinson has a very strong hand here with both her runners, numbers 4 and 15. But I've run for some cover here, including number 4, October Morn. Number 5, Miss Browning with Richard Foree up. I can't ignore on that last win, so that gets my vote. 12, Winter Greeting, Sean Terry's runner. Asia Pambili, Duncan Howells and Rachel Vinegar winning well on this filly last time out, and 15, Winter Cloud. So 4, 5, 12, 13 and 15 there in leg number 3. And how we close off this jackpot? Well, I am going to try and beat the horse that I think they're all going to have to beat with 2 runners. I think Lucky Lad looks to be well weighted with 54.5 kgs on his back. Number 11, Terry and Foree, but the cover numbers are going to be number 3, Sergey from the Brett Crawford stable, who's better off at the weights with Lucky Lad, and Dice, who I'm hoping will put his last 2 runs behind him now that he's gelded. He was gelded on the 10th of April. So we multiply that per mount, it'll be 5 times 6, which is 30, 30 times 5, which is 150, and 150 times 3, which is 450 Rand. So that is a full unit, 450 Rand. 45 Rand will give you 10%. And as we know, on the tote, you can play your amount and you'll get that ticket with the fractional percentage of your spend. So 450 Rand in a pool that's going to get to 3 million for Jackpot 1. Get on at 2 p.m. Let's go on to our next segment, which is It's Fun. And It's Fun, I've given 2 bets here. In the feature race, we are sticking with 2 bets. So the feature race, which is the Golden Horse Sprint, a Group 1 for a stake of 1 million rand, 625,000 rand to the winner. The exacta box, our same 3 numbers from our leg in the jackpot, which was leg number 4, numbers 3, 7, and 11. And that exacta box will cost you 6 rand, 3, 7, and 11. And what I've done with 3, 7, and 11, I've decided to play a quartet there. So very simple, 3, 7, and 11 by 3, 7, and 11 for first and second. And then for third and fourth, I've loaded up there. You can jot down those numbers 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, and 12. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, and 12 for third and fourth. And if you multiply that per amount, it'll be 3 times 2, which is 6. Then 6 times 6, which is 36. And 36 times 5, which is 180 rand. And I'm hoping to grab that quartet. We should get a sizable pool on the day for that quartet. So 3, 7, 11, about 3, 7, 11, by 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, and 12 for third and fourth. And that's going to be the quartet in the main race. So we got an exacta in the main race. We got a quartet in the main race. And how do we end things off? Well, it's a breeze. Let's see what I've done with that segment. Well, I've done a trifecta in race 7, and race number 7 is the SA Philly Sprint, and this is also for a stake of 1 million rand. And what I've done here is, as you've noticed, in the leg of the jackpot, which was leg 3, I went 4, 5, 12, 13, and 15. So what I've done with those numbers is I've included them for first and second, 4, 5, 12, 13, and 15. And then I'm hoping for a bomb result for that third spot, because I think it looks competitive once you look past these 5 runners that I have selected. And if you get the result that you require in a big field of 16 runners at the time of recording, maybe one of the biggest outsiders in the field, that will certainly help boost that dividend. If you work that per amount for that trifecta, it's very simple. It'll be 5 times 4, which is 20, and then with 16 runners in the race, we'll multiply that third leg by 14, and that will cost you 280 rand for a full spin. And I think if we get the right numbers featuring in that first, second, and third spot, we'll get a very good return. I think much more than 280 rand. And again, I think you'll get a sizable pool in that trifecta in race number 7. So quality racing, quality pools, and all that's left is for you to now get on the tote. As always, I'd like to thank you, the valued racing fan, for your invaluable support of the tote, and together we can make a difference. It promises to be one of the race meetings of the season. Scottsville comes alive. Hollywoodbets Scottsville comes alive. It's an experience, if you haven't had that before, one that you need to experience. It's the Racino, the racing and the casino put together. It's a wonderful atmosphere, and it will be no different this Saturday. So to you, the valued racing fan, well, I hope it turns out to be one of those days that you remember for a while, especially if you find yourself in the winners queue. And have a blast, find all the winners, and from the entire team, from It's a Breeze with myself, Deez, you take care. Salaniga Ashle.